The UN Human Rights Council has called for a protection force in South Sudan to prevent a Rwanda-like genocide. A UN commission on South Sudan warned earlier this month that ethnic cleansing is taking place in some areas of the country. The Human Rights Council raised the same concerns on Wednesday.
Urge the immediate deployment of the 4,000-strong regional protection force for South Sudan. It's been a number of months since July when the regional protection force was first spoken about. It's December now.
Douglas Johnson is an independent researcher and scholar specialising in South Sudan. He says the violence is escalating and will be difficult to control with a protection force.
The Regional Protection Force is going to be very difficult to organize and to deploy, partly because many of the countries in the region have an interest in South Sudan and they're not completely neutral or impartial. And given the scale of the violence or the territorial location, it can't have a Regional Protection Force that exists only in the capital city. There's going to have to be some way of disengaging military units, whether they're part of the government or part of different opposition groups. And that's where the deployment of the Regional Protection Force might be best applied in something similar to what happened, for instance, in Zimbabwe at the end of UDI when the Patriotic Front forces were brought in certain bases, and you had a Commonwealth force trying to maintain the peace so that you didn't have the Rhodesian army and the guerrilla forces engaging again. It's going to be very difficult, and I think that it's not. I think that you can't really think of it as the main thing that will bring peace to South Sudan. It will be only a part of a process.